There's something following us.
What is up, guys? Back, Slasher Junkie back for another video. It's been a while since I've done a video. Haven't got anything really in. Well, I mean, minus this Monday Morning Roundup that is long overdue. I'll try to break these down, start doing these like every other week. Because I get a big pile of stuff. I try to watch the stuff before I show it off. That way I at least have something to say about it. But you know what we're here for. Show you off some of the stuff I picked up over the last 2 weeks. And I believe I've watched everything in here. If not, I've seen it before, just haven't rewatched it. So yeah, back for a Monday Morning Roundup. I should have some more videos coming up soon of some more masks I have coming in and whatnot. They're just slow. I don't know if it's because of the COVID or what, but I hope everybody's doing good. Oh, I fixed this camera a little bit there. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's staying safe. And hope you guys are checking out the Horrorholics. We're doing some pretty cool things over there. Some pretty cool shows, so definitely make sure you check that out. It's the Horrorholics on YouTube. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a couple of these that are non-horror, but just some grabs that I've gotten added to the Andy Sedaris collection with the Dallas Connection. I always love these films. I mean, they're just crazy action, stupid comedy, and you know, a lot of hot girls, spies, lies, and thighs. I mean, that's everything you could ask for. We got Enemy Gold. I believe there's only like 2 more of these out of his entire collection that hasn't been released on Blu-ray by Mill Creek. This one, of course, is Bullets, Bombs, and Babes. Gotta love it. And then a couple of 4Ks, a couple of classic movies that I love. One being Days of Thunder. I love this movie. Love Tom Cruise. Just about anything that he's really in. 80s, especially 80s and 90s. And then also picked up Top Gun. Both of those look amazing on 4K. So, next up I'll go through the 4K horror pickups that I've grabbed. First up being Jaws with this cool lenticular cover. Of course, I love Jaws. Probably my top 10, 15 favorites of all time. And it looks absolutely amazing on 4K. So I would definitely recommend grabbing that. Finally picked up It Chapter 2 because it was cheap on Amazon. I think it was down to like 15 bucks. So I grabbed it. I was kind of saying I wasn't going to because I really did not enjoy this at all in the theater. But I will give it a rewatch. I haven't watched it since the theater, so we'll see if my mindset changes in it all. I don't believe it will. Picked up VFW. I really enjoyed this one. I think it was like 10 bucks at Walmart or Amazon. Yeah. If you haven't seen VFW, I highly recommend this with Stephen Lang, William Sadler, Fred Williamson. These guys are great together. It almost reminds me like of Shaun of the Dead with old guys. But yeah, definitely recommend that. And last 4K I picked up was the new Invisible Man. I don't know if I'd really call this horror. More like a thriller. It was okay. I didn't think it was great by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, I can see why people do like it. Just for me, I mean, it was just okay. Nothing absolutely amazing. Alright, next up I'm going to go into the DVDs because there are quite a few DVDs that I picked up and watched this go around for some reason. So, I don't know, it's just a lot of movies not on Blu-ray. One being this one right here, and that is Bad Taste. This cool, I guess like digibook almost edition. It's lenticular, as you can see. He sticks his middle finger up. I'm going to admit that I'm not the hugest fan of Bad Taste. It is okay, but you know, I know a lot of people absolutely love this movie. The effects on it are great. I mean, Peter Jackson kills it with that, but just overall, the movie's just okay to me. I mean, pretty much how I feel. Picked up Freshwater. This one was cheap. I think it was flea market grab or something, or Hamilton Books for like $1. And this is garbage. CGI Gator. I'm huge on Gator films, but CGI Gator, plus this is like a slasher. This movie didn't know what it wanted to be, and either way it was not good. So picked up, I think this was from the Blue Underground sale that Grindhouse had. Picked up a Blade in the Dark. I know this has a like Region B Blu-ray, but I just grabbed this. I had seen this one before, and it was okay. It's not my favorite Giallo, but actually I don't even know if you'd call this a... Yeah, I guess it could be kind of a Giallo slasher. Lamberto Bava, but I mean, yeah, it's a good watch. This is from Hamilton Book. Tiki. I was totally surprised that this wasn't a full moon picture when I actually watched this. It's fun for laughs. I mean, it's a little tiki monster that's going around killing people. If you're a fan of full moon films, like killer doll films, stuff like that, with some crazy kills and laughs, I think you would enjoy Tiki. Picked up Demons 3, The Ogre. I don't know, a lot of people shit on this film. I didn't actually think it was that bad. The story's pretty decently done. I mean, yeah, it's not anything great. I mean, it's written by Lamberto Bava. Yeah, the music in it's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's got that Lamberto Bava feel to it. I don't think it's bad. Is it a great film? No, not at all. The Ogres, he's not bad looking. It's all practical though. You know, I would, if you find it for cheap, I would say grab it. All right, next up, picked up 12 Feet Deep. I don't even know when this came out. A couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago, 2018. The story was kind of cool. You know, they get trapped in a swimming pool. It's just the two actresses. I never could get behind either one of them. To me, they were both kind of boring. So this also has 2 additional films on there. The Longest Swim and Keepsake, which I believe are also horror films. I haven't watched those though. But yeah, I mean, 3 movies for, I think it was like $5. Another one out of the Blue Underground sale, and that was Anguish. This was a first time watch for me. Very, very strange film. Directed by Big Ass Luna. That's a hell of a name for a director. But yeah, it's kind of like a movie inside a movie. It's got Zelda, what's her name? Rubinstein from Poltergeist. It's a strange slasher though. It is a slasher. All right, grab this one from the local honey hole. I was surprised to get it. This one usually is pretty rough to find, and that's Mutilations with from Massacre Video. This one's just crazy. It's kind of an alien attack type movie. A lot of fun though. Some great effects, claymation. Yeah, I had fun with this one, and I would definitely recommend it if you haven't checked it out. All right, picked up Burning Bright. I love animal attack films, and this one follows up as well. It's not bad. A little bit of the story's kind of sketchy, and plus it's almost like a contained horror. So it's all contained in a house where a tiger gets loose during a hurricane. In the house with this girl and her, I believe he's like autistic brother. Yeah, I definitely recommend it for, I think you can get it for a couple, $7-8 on Amazon. Definitely recommend that one. Picked up Triangle. I had seen this one before, rewatched it again, and I enjoy this one. I wish this would get a Region, maybe it does have a Region 1A Blu-ray. It's just out of print. I don't remember. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Triangle, especially if you're into like crazy horror movies with twists. This one's definitely got some, and it's kind of crazy how it all ties together. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Triangle. Another out of print one that I got from the local honey hole, and that is Pin. Never seen this one. It was the first time watched. This needs a Blu-ray as well. Another crazy ass film. It's got Terry O'Quinn in it, but for a little while he's not in it a whole lot. Yeah, this one is kind of a technological thriller slasher almost. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it though. Yeah, definitely add that one to your list if you can find it. Like I said, it needs a new Blu-ray release. All right, another surprise one for me was Witch's Brew. I had a blast with this one. Actually has Sean C. Phillips, cool dude in it. Lower, of course, a lower budget, kind of street trash kind of knockoff. The effects in this are cool. There's some good comedy in it. I had a blast with Witch's Brew. I would definitely recommend it. And Sean C. Phillips is actually not a bad actor in this. He's actually has some pretty decently funny lines. Okay. This one I picked up out of the Blue Underground sale as well, and that's Black Belly of the Tarantula. Another one that doesn't have a Blu-ray release yet. Not my favorite giallo. It is okay. Who did this one? Paulo Cavera. It's kind of interesting though. Killer kind of paralyzes them with like a wasp poison, I guess you would say. Venom, and then makes them kind of watch themselves die. It's got Barbara Bach in it too. She's always gorgeous, so I would definitely recommend it though. I mean, it's a good giallo. It's just not one of my favorites. Picked this one actually up yesterday and rewatched it. I had not seen this, I believe, in a long time, and that is the original Helter Skelter. I need to grab the remake or the reimagining, whatever you want to call it. Of course, this is the story of Charles Manson. It's interesting. Steve Railsback does an amazing job as Charles Manson. And this one kind of follows up right after kind of the Tate killings. And then kind of the story goes from there with the court trials and all that. It is long, though. I want to say it's like right at, just over 3 hours. But yeah, definitely enjoyable. All right, next pickup. This one was from Hamilton Book. And that was The Jungle. This one is The Garbage. Wasn't really a fan of this one. Kind of a found footage creature feature type thing. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend this one. Yeah, pretty bland. All right, next two I picked up. I had never seen these. Always wanted to check them out. Kind of found a deal, both of them together. So I grabbed them, and these are two of the French Extreme films. First one being Inside, which I absolutely loved. Very brutal. Crazy story, kind of traumatizing just to watch this. There's definitely some look away moments. Definitely recommend checking out Inside though. If you're into gore, if you're into just a crazy story, over the top, if you're into like French Extreme films, this is the top of the realm right here. So I would definitely recommend Inside. And the next one I picked up is Martyrs. Both of these need Blu-rays. I don't know why they haven't been released. Another one. Extreme. This one I'm not as huge a fan of as Inside. Still very good, very well shot, well done movie. That's definitely gonna turn your stomach. I mean, it's some crazy parts, over the top gore. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I still recommend it. Especially if you're into gore or any kind of French Extremes. All right, then I'm going to get into the Blu-rays. Another one I picked up from Hamilton Book, and that's the Troma release of Rabid Grannies. The transfers on these are garbage, though. The movie's crazy, though. It's fun. It's ridiculous, but it's fun. I mean, if you're into laughs, I would definitely check out, or if you're into Troma movies, then I think you'll like Rabid Grannies. Picked up the McPherson tape. This is the Vinegar Syndrome release. I just really wanted to see. It was okay to me. This is kind of a found footage, UFO abduction type film. It was one of the first ones done, I think in '89 maybe. Yeah. To me, it was just okay. It's not a very long watch. I think it's just over an hour. I mean, it's not bad, but if you're into found footage, alien type movies, I think you might like it. Another one out of the Blue Underground pickups, Toolbox Murders. This was the first time watch for me. I'd never seen it. The beginning is great, like the first 20 minutes, and then it kind of goes into like a lull for me, and like toward the middle, and then it kind of ends pretty well. So yeah, it's not bad. I just would have liked more killing. I mean, the first part of it starts out great, but yeah, Toolbox Murders. Fun slasher though. Picked up Harpoon, the Whale Watching Massacre with Gunnar Hansen for a little bit in this. It's got the gore. For a more modern day kind of slasher, I would say it's pretty good. It's like 10 years ago, 2010. Um, yeah, it's okay. I think it's like a French or Scandinavian film, I believe. Picked up, who released this? Second Sight's release of Extra. This movie is crazy. Kind of an alien, extraterrestrial type movie. I wish it would have kind of got a little bit better release. I mean, the features are not bad, but it's a fun watch, though. If you're into alien type films, some crazy effects, yeah, I would definitely check out Extra. All right, got another little handful, and we're done here. Picked up from Scream Factory, Idle Hands. Me and Chad and Jordan, and Tony watched this a couple of weeks ago, probably when it first came out. Not as great as what I remember, which I'd only seen this once, I think, when it came out. What was this, like late 90s, early 2000, 99? I mean, it's still fun. It's still got some crazy effects. It's kind of a horror comedy. Devon Sawa and the ever so beautiful Jessica Alba. But yeah, definitely recommend. I mean, I can't say definitely recommend. I mean, for me, it's more of a nostalgia type film. Picked up Blood Tide from Arrow. This one was just okay for me. Probably, I've seen a lot of Nico Mastorakis' films. I believe they released this one and The Wind. Both, I think, were his recently. The Wind, I would definitely say, is better than this one. This one does have James Earl Jones, and it has Martin Kove in it, which I'm kind of surprised they don't mention at all on the back of the in the details there. But yeah, Martin Kove. This, I think, was also out of that Blue Underground sale, and that's Dead and Buried. First time watch for me. I really enjoyed this. Kind of a zombie come back from the dead type film. Has Robert Englund in it, I believe. Yep. Dan O'Bannon from Alien, or it was written by Dan O'Bannon. It's directed by Gary Sherman, who did Raw Meat. But yeah, I enjoyed Dead and Buried. If you're a fan of like zombie coming back from the dead films, I would definitely recommend Dead and Buried. You can get it for cheap. All right, picked this one up, I believe, from Hamilton Books as well. First time watch for me, Mother's Day. I wouldn't call this like a remake of the earlier 80s version. This is more kind of a reimagining. I really enjoyed this. It's brutal. It's pretty gritty. What's her name? Rebecca De Moray. Is that her name? I believe. Yeah, sounds right. She's great in this. The other characters all do really well. It's kind of a home invasion type film, I would say. If that's your realm, gory home invasion type films. Something like You're Next or The Strangers. I think you would enjoy Mother's Day. Pick this one up. It's another one from Hamilton Book. Sergeant Kabuki Man. I know my buddy Eric is a huge fan of this one. This was I hadn't watched this one in a while. Just absolutely ridiculous trauma film with, just crazy laughs and whatnot. If that's what you're into. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's fun for me. I enjoy a lot of trauma stuff. Some of their stuff's absolute garbage, but this one, if you're into like, it's Columbo with a dash of Jim Carrey. Yeah. All right, and then picked up The Legend of Hell House. I'd seen this one. This is actually first time watch. Well, not a first time watch for me. First time watch in a really long time. This is one of Scream Factory's, I think, first releases. Kind of a haunted house, a paranormal type film. Really creepy. Early 70s, I believe. 73. I enjoy it, though. And I'm a huge fan of 70s films, so if you're not into 70s films, you may not enjoy this one as well. But yeah, Legend of Hell House, I do enjoy. And last but not least, this was a first time watch for me, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely brutal, though. That's Arrow's version of The Woman. This is probably one of my favorite out of all the pickups here. Lucky McKee film. Lucky McKee did May, which I absolutely love as well. I definitely recommend checking out The Woman. Looks amazing. Tons of special features, as you can see on this. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised I'd never seen this. I believe it's 2010 or 11 film. Yeah, definitely recommend checking out The Woman. It's brutal. You're going to be pissed off at people in the film. I mean, they do a great job. turn your stomach in some parts. Yeah, definitely recommend checking out the woman. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for my Monday morning roundup. And I will definitely have another one for you guys here in a couple weeks. So, yeah, definitely make sure you like, subscribe, all that goodness. And I'll have some more videos coming for you guys soon. Catch y'all later. Peace!